So, what is authenticity? What is the truth? Can you be truthful on YouTube? Can you be the real person on YouTube? Today's episode is going to be slightly different from previous episodes. If you've followed our journey from X to Y so far, you realise that we generally have a strategy about the things that we put out and a strategy for the content that we create. And today's episode is going to be no different, but there's been something that's been bothering me regarding previous episodes. And I'll be really truthful with you on this. We don't always walk the walk and talk the talk. Previous videos that we put out has been focused on what people can do with their marketing and their strategies and what will help move their businesses forward. And although the subjects and the content is very good, it's authentic, it will deliver a result if you follow it, quite often we forget ourselves to do any of those things on there, or many of those things on there. And this is one of the reasons why this subject we're going to talk about today, case studies, it flagged this up. Now, this has come about, and my soul searching has come about as a result of this week I've watched and listened to quite a lot of Chris Do. I think his name's Chris Do, it could be Chris Doe. I should really pay more attention, I guess. And he is a graphic designer, a teacher, content creator. And he talks a lot about authenticity and talks about what make people engage with you. And I think more and more nowadays people get bored with people portraying themselves in a particular way. And authenticity is something that really helps people to feel connected with people. Now, he focuses a lot on trying to understand what personal brands relate to the kind of personalities of the individual. And he talks about shadow words, which I won't try and explain in too much detail because he does a much better job of it. But ultimately, shadow words are words that are negative, that you feel are the driving factors for your personality and everything you do in your life. Things that trigger you to act like you act. Now, he goes through a process of helping you convert those into something positive by adding a transformative word, a transformer word, onto your shadow words. Now, I've been through that process. I've sat there and scratched my head about it, and it is quite interesting because it does make you open up. He believes that if you're authentic and you tell people what kind of person you are and you embrace the individual that you are, it will help people to connect to you. Now, those of you that make it to the end of the video, I may well share what my trigger words are and what my transformative word is. And I think it might surprise some of you. So the question is, how does this relate to case studies? Well, case studies are a critical part of what businesses should be putting out to tell other businesses or individuals or customers what they actually do and how well they do it. Now, people buy and use you as a business or choose to use you in a business through trust. It's a big decision. If they've never used you before, then it's a big decision to jump in and give you money to provide a service or product. Now, that trust can often be transferred to customers in a number of ways, and social proof is a key aspect of how you transmit that trust. It can be earned through reputation, through word of mouth, all of those things that will kind of make you believe and trust a particular business. But it's difficult to do, and sometimes it takes a while to build up that trust. Case studies are a very good way of achieving this. If you can provide a potential customer proof that you've worked in their sector or their business or their marketplace and delivered what they actually are looking for, and you've done it in the past and you can show that, it's such a valuable element to be able to share with them. It will help foster the trust between them and you. Now, what does this mean? Why am I talking about authenticity? Well, Having planned this video, I then realised that we felt a bit inauthentic in previous output that we've been sharing with people. The output was very good, I felt. It shared information that people would benefit from, but we weren't actually doing what we said we were doing. So we don't provide case studies for potential customers. And that made me feel like this episode would have been inauthentic if we hadn't done that. So when you get to the bottom of this and you get to the end of it, we'll no doubt show in the notes at the bottom a link to a case study that we've created as a result of me saying we've got to sort this out. We need to do what we say we're doing. So that is the end of today's episode. If you enjoyed the episode and you want more information about marketing and strategy, please subscribe, hit the like button and the buzzer wherever it is, the bell wherever it is, and we will do everything we can to deliver content that you want to listen to. To bare my soul and share what my trigger words are, what my shadow words are, it's quite a big thing really. So I'm going to do it anyway. So as a graphic designer, as a marketeer, as somebody who wants to share the content that they create and they want people to approve of it and like it, I've always been a bit of a hunter for approval. And so my trigger words were achievement hunter. So that's what I felt that when I pulled in the list of all the negative things about myself, that was a real negative. That had driven me from the moment I started the business nearly 30 years ago. It's about achieving things. It's about delivering things that actually achieve results. Now, achievement hunter, you could argue, is quite a negative thing. It makes me look a bit shallow. It makes me look a bit needy. So the way that Chris suggests that you embrace that is to add a transformative word to the beginning of it. Now, I believe that I'm quite clever and unique about how I go about performing my trade. So my transformative word is artful. So I'm an artful achievement hunter. And I think that puts a nice positive spin on what I do and who I am as an individual. So there we go. Thank you very much. If you'd like to subscribe and share this content, then please do. It all helps. If you have any comments, if you want us to focus on any subjects regarding marketing, then please put them in the comments below. And if you have any thoughts about what your shadow word might be or your transformative word, then we'll put a link into to Chris's video as well in the footer, and you'll be able to share that and have a look at it. Thank you very much. So if you've enjoyed this content, we've got plenty more videos in our channel, and here's a link to one of them.